one to finish 9th because he was pretty highly seeded.
Yeah, and Pipwolf, I feel like he's sometimes he plays like a player where I'm like, I think Pipwolf loses this, and he just looks unstoppable. Like he just comes like a freight train, crashes right through. And sometimes he'll go up against something like iRefuse and a Steven. It's just like, yeah, this is just tough.
Now, the one thing that I'm wondering about is that Pipwolf has a plethora of the FGC characters, of course. Would he be more comfortable with a character like Terry in this matchup?
I think maybe Terry is on paper better. But I think at the end of the day,
Pipwolf
the
doesn't
main...
really play Terry.
Yeah.
He doesn't play Terry because he despises the character, but he still has a Terry all the time. Like, he has a character in case he needs it.
I think he's not like Terry. I don't think he's ever really played Terry that much at Braggett. It's been Ken, if it's not been Kazuya.
Yeah. I just remember like from a couple of months ago where Pipwolf made like a matchup chart covering matchups that he would play Terry and Kazuya,
for real.
Ryu and Ken.
I've just that's in that case I stand corrected, but I've just never seen him pull out the Terry.
I agree. I haven't seen it either, but
Would be interesting. It would be very interesting.
I know that at least on high level, I know that Riddles prefers going Terry against Steve.
Yeah, for sure. I think Terry does way better. That F tilt alone is huge in that matchup.
The thing is, I can't even imagine how this matchup is played for Kazuya. Like, what does he do?
Exactly.
I mean, he probably does the electric input.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think he does a bit of electric inputs.
But does that go through? Okay, so like the walls are up. Steve's mining. He's having a great time. Kazuya's on the other side. What's his plan, right?
I love how you said that. Like he's having a great time. I imagine Kazuya going like from one end of the stage like do it, and then the camera cuts to Steve and he's like dun 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 dun
The thing is that
Just mining his own business.
Yeah, mining his own business.
That's good. Never heard that one before, Dorman.
I'm kind of reminiscing of sets that T and Aquila have played, but I think T always has gone Pac-Man.
Yes.
Yeah, I just think that this is definitely like a gambling matchup, right? This is definitely a electric. Oh, dang it, electric. Oh, dang it, electric.
Oh shit, it's so wild because Kazuya definitely one of those characters where if you're playing like, I don't know, Mario. Like, let's say you're playing Mario. Kazuya feels like he's like such a bullshit cheater character and he cheats you. And then Steve comes in and it's like, that's really cute. That's really cute. This is how you cheat people.
There are certain Twitter smashers who just see this thumbnail are fuming out of their mouths right now.
Oh yeah.
The viewer count is going crazy on stream right now.
If
it's not, you guys are making a mistake because I know this is going to be entertaining.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
We got almost 100 people joining us for this one. We're in for a good one.
You're all in for a good one. iRefuse picking up the torch after the GOAT, Big Chungus, has been taking a hiatus.
Will we see 2 summits with Steve winning it?
That would be crazy. I mean, I think if there's one person who can win this from losers right now, it's iRefuse.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you're wrong about that, but let's say if Pipwolf doesn't have anything to say about it. So far, just finding some trades here and there.
Okay, so it's using the fair to break the walls. It seems to hit all the blocks if he spaces correctly, which is nice. That's always a good tool to have. The problem is that it's not destroying it, so it stays very close to the walls, which means that Steve can like have smash.
It's crazy to see Steve without tools versus Kazuya. Like Steve going like, I'm gonna throw hands with this guy right now.
Gonna be boxing with Kazuya.
Okay, good rage drive.
Oh, what?
Whoa, that looked funky.
And it extended via the block.
Yeah. I just was extended with the animation and stuff. Oh damn, he just ran into that.
Kazuya is dead at 100 to that.
It's crazy. To be fair, Kazuya shouldn't be as heavy as he is anyway.
Oh
wow.
A good little 56% though. That is nice. Steve is not as heavy as Kazuya is, so Kazuya can definitely... Oh, electrics? Oh. Pipwolf is moving right now.
Pipwolf is like suffocating.
Kicks!
Bye.
Still living.
Steve lives this though.
Tries to snipe.
Steve like one of the only characters in the game that lives that.
Yeah, goes for the bread and butter, which is a 54% bread and butter. So
he messed up the combo a little bit, only 54.
Now evening it quite back up. Steve, of course, known for taking stock super duper early.
And a gold now. No diamond still, but does have a lot of iron. There comes the diamond. This could spell trouble for Pipwolf.
That's more what I imagine this match should be like. But I do think Pipwolf is doing a great job of actually pushing his advantage and keeping the pressure up once he gets in. Probably is getting in the first place.
But you never see Pipwolf playing bad. He knows so much about this game. Shout out to Nordics in review. He knows so much about this game and about the matchups that he's never playing bad. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, it's Steve.
Yeah, nice confirm right there from Pipwolf. Now in the lead, but the diamond coming out, and that might be the equalizer.
It looks fairly comfortable, even though Pipwolf or iRefuse is taking the time to actually mine what he needs. It looks like Pipwolf is shaking his head a bit there, but I think he's content with his game plan for the time being.
Absolutely, and living at 125 doesn't really opt to go for anything risky against this Steve. Steve, of course, is a character that...
you need to be careful against that anvil, though.
iRefuse forcing the approach from Pipwolf right now, because he is almost evening out these percents. The minecart coming out, 43% on this Kazuya right now, hitting it down there. This is scary for Pipwolf. Now iRefuse is in the lead. Tries to hit the F smash.
And electric though, and gets to confirm off that, up to 70% already. And now the diamond now for iRefuse.
I know for a fact though that Pipwolf is a 0 to death fiend. He hits 0 to death with
He
Kazuya
does.
a lot. So
Yeah,
for
Steve
him,
just hard to do that against, right? Regrabs that ledge. He knows
Oh,
about that
that's so
TNT.
scary.
Look at that setup. That's devious. That was like a dungeon.
but he just kept calm, kept cool, and stayed collected.
Oh
Oh,
no!
no.
Tries to avoid it. The blocks.
Oh my god. You already see
Oh.
Rockman typing how he could recover there.
You see Pipwolf being so frustrated right there. Understandably so.
He was in the zone and in the lead for almost the entire game, and then
Yes.
Blockman does block things.
And both the first stocks iRefuse got was just with a stray anvil.
Yeah,
Just
just kept walking into those.
Yeah, because Pipwolf, of course, the Kazuya wants to go in. So you just know, alright, I'm gonna place this here. It's gonna fall right on top of your head, right on top of your who there.
And that anvil is just, it's so strong.
It is.
It's so strong.
Now the question I have is, in this matchup, who bans FD?
That's gotta be iRefuse.
Yeah, it's gotta be iRefuse.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's gotta
Just
be
because
iRefuse.
if you're super duper confident in your play as Steve against Kazuya on FD, sure, he probably won't get in, but at the same time, you make one mistake and bang, the Kazuya kills you. It's so hard.
There's no reason not to ban FD. You don't get that much more out of it.
It is like the materials.
But I'm surprised that
Town City is left open.
yes, I'm very surprised. This is not typically a good stay for Steve. Just gets too much wood, right?
True. And the wood gets like, you don't get as much stone and iron, which is really useful for minecarts, anvils, and tools. So getting the dirt and the wood is something you want to avoid if you can. Nice down B there to start off.
Yeah, but not a big Kazuya conversion that you're kind of used to seeing. It doesn't punish that grab, it just does another grab. That's such a Steve player move.
Oh
You're
my god, this character is so good. And iRefuse, of course, so good at piloting it too.
100%. An anvil out of disadvantage. So that's going to be 41% for your troubles. Take a little fire in that. Another one.
way.
No. Ooh, that was scary.
Oh my
but
god.
Getting
You can
defensive
tell
angles.
Pip is frustrated right now.
He's angry.
It's just every single tiny mistake you do gets punished so hard. And like, sure, you can say that the same applies for Steve against Kazuya, but it's so much easier for Steve to force a mistake.
I'm not going to lie to you, Doorman. I didn't hear a word you just said. That was nuts.
Using
was
the block
nuts.
against iRefuse.
That was crazy. And 96% on Kazuya. That's not too bad. You know he can make this happen. 2 lasers, 25.
I want
He
to.
is
I want to
shooting.
see Pipwolf actually. We know that iRefuse likes to jump out of minecarts early, just to use it as either a command grab or just catching them off guard. I want to see
He was at
Pipwolf
96.
starting to deflect them.
These down airs, man. These
Yeah.
down airs are actually just the thing that is winning iRefuse set right now.
Do you think reflecting the minecart Jovo is going to help Pipwolf like win this in the long term? You think that could be huge?
When Steve is at long range, I think it helps out with relieving some of the stress that you have playing against the defensive style of Steve.
It's not a fast reflector though like that. You have to be really ready for it, especially because it's an input like
On
that.
that
too.
range, I agree, but when it comes to like,
Yeah, I see what you mean though.
yeah,
I see
iRefuse
what you
sending
mean.
it from like the other side of the stage, it's completely different.
See Pipwolf hesitating. He's not really sure how to go about this right now. This Steve has got some free real estate in his head right now, and I understand that this has been a weird one for him.
Yeah, it's looking so rough right now, Zach. It's, oh my god, just all
Oh
of these
my
hits
God.
landing. Pipwolf leaning back, realizing that this is looking rougher and rougher.
And you just saw that downward slope, right? Game 1 and Game 2 was night and day. Because Pip has just, he's lost it a little bit because that one was such a heartbreaker, and then Game 2 starts out the way it does. That's really tough.
Oh, he looks so distraught now. I don't like to see that.
Are we going to see the Jovo Dream Pick Terry?
I don't
It could
see
be.
I don't see it as unlikely at this point
Because
because
the Kazuya is not working.
Kazuya isn't working. He has a touch of death, But iRefuse is doing such a great job to just keep the distance, right?
Yeah, and as I was pointing out earlier, like the fact that of course both of these characters punish it when you screws up, but in the Kazuya Steve matchup, there's no way for Kazuya to incentivize a screw up for Steve, whereas Steve just incentivizes you to put yourself in uncomfortable positions all the time.
That's a really good point.
Yeah,
that's a really good point.
And that's just what like people isn't landing the strong hits because iRefuse has no reason to overcommit at all.
Yeah, well, Pipwolf says, forget about it, Kuh. I'm staying Kazuya. He's
Yeah.
not having none of that.
Forget about it, Kazuya.
Kazuya is nuts. Okay, Hollow Bastion. Pipwolf didn't like the final. I think he felt like maybe on Town and City, he gave iRefuse too much space. Okay. No, drops the combo.
You can't be missing those.
Really can't be missing those.
I am fearing that emotions are getting to Pipwolf right now.
Absolutely.
Oh, then we got the electric though. Nice.
Okay.
All right, that's a strong combo.
The thing about having your emotions get to you, especially against a character like Steve, is just hitting a combo like that is massive for your mental state because it makes you feel like you can actually do something.
Yeah, you're so right, Zach. And now he's in the lead, but he is in an uncomfortable position. All right, gets the laser. Oh, nice dash attack! And I like Pipwolf playing more aggressively now, trying to find more of these simple openings rather than necessarily fishing for the big hits because iRefuse isn't giving him the big hits. So you can't be fishing for them because then iRefuse will punish you. So nice start there from Pipwolf, cleaning up the first stock.
But he keeps walking into these anvils that iRefuse is dropping on his head.
He gets past the first layer
Oh
of
my
getting past
god,
the
that was
wall,
actually
but-
nuts.
Oh, yeah,
That was
that is a GG.
That actually looked crazy.
Yeah, it is brutal. Just building a lot of random blocks right now, but there is definitely some thought behind them. iRefuse, a very thoughtful player.
I don't know if this is thoughtful. This seems really mean.
No,
It
but
is-
genuinely, so the point of these anvils is actually really smart because Kazuya approaches...
Hey, I'm not saying it's not
Yeah.
smart.
I just want to point out because Kazuya is like a miniature Little Mac, you know? He approaches from the ground almost all the time.
That's crazy.
So he has...
That's crazy to say.
Huh?
I meant a
did you
bigger
say?
Little Mac. Like, he's a better Little
You
Mac.
said a miniature little
Nah.
Mac. You know, Kazuya wishes he was little.
Yeah,
you
he
know
wishes
what
he
I
was
mean?
that guy. I mean, Kazuya's like a better Little Mac. Like, he wants to approach you from the ground. So just... like moving from above him and being like, oh yeah, come on, approach me. I won't handle you. Psych.
Yeah, that's another point. Like
Yeah.
that wall is just so much harder for Kazuya than almost any other character because he does not want to jump over it.
And oh my
Ah,
god.
this is so frustrating for Pipwolf. How does he get in? Where does he find his openings? The blocks, the wonk, the jankiness. Okay, but now we're capitalizing, but iRefuse just swinging. He's not scared of this Kazuya at
I think
all.
that jab is really good at actually breaking those combos.
Yeah.
It's really fast.
For real. Oh, you want to get this Rage Drive off. That could be huge for Pipwolf right now. But once again, how does he approach this wall right here?
No,
No way.
he's so dead.
No way.
Ah, dude, there's no way.
Oh, huh?
Okay.
Huh?
Someone check him, controller.
The magnet has going
This
through
not
the iron.
normal.
Why don't Kazuya players do this more often?
You think
Yo,
them-
he
you-
actually just got a DM from Rockman mid-set.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you recover against Steve.
He saw
do
it
you
mid-set.
think the metal blocks extended the iron hand? No, the what's it called, magnet hands?
Maybe. I mean, that's as good an explanation as anything I have.
Physics.
The thing that's crazy is watching this matchup. You talk about electric, right? Such a crazy tool, like such a good approach option. Electric, it feels invincible, and then you see Steve up tilting, and you're just like, wait, electric is just bad. Steve up tilt.
What?
iRefuse is innovating combos as we speak.
Mickey Mouse ass.
Oh, that's it though. Pipwolf has one more chance to make this count. Will this be a clean 3-0 for iRefuse, or will Pipwolf turn
if
this around right
Pipwolf
here, right
doesn't
now?
do this, Pipwolf won't make it to top 8.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
That's insane. Pipwolf's not a top 4 seed, right?
Yeah, I think he's 4th seed.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, but the TNT
Huh?
bounces around. What
Oh
is
my
that?
God!
What do you do
Oh
here?
my
What do you
God!
do here? But you
Teching,
tech it.
oh my god, what a tech!
Huge.
This is some Looney Tune stuff right here. Call Bugs Bunny.
I'm just looking for the approach. Doesn't want to overcommit to anything big. He's got this Rage Drive, but it will disappear soon. You need to make it
Oh
count,
yeah, that's
and
game.
Oh.
That is it.
Head
iRefuse.
down, fist bump. iRefuse taking it over Pipwolf.
Repeating what happened at Smashburg Siege, but even more dominantly this time. iRefuse is just looking on fire, and he might go in the scary losers round.
Loki, I think iRefuse might take the whole tournament.
He might.
And that's crazy to say when someone is in round 1 as losers top 8.
No,
he's
we've
just
got this Steve
playing.
Slayer looking on winner's side right now.
True, we
That
have
is a
hope
good
still
point.
in the